grand vision that we have by 100 years of developed, 100 years of independence, we see a developed country. And I believe, the country believes, the Honorable Prime Minister believes that when you want to see a developed country, the civil aviation operations should be a priority sector. And it is with that vision, in the last 12 years, we have seen substantial growth. And I can proudly say that civil aviation has been one of the most progressive sectors in the country also, and when compared to other regions, Asia Pacific region, other sectors in the world, then our civil aviation stands out as the fastest growing and continues to grow for the next 20 years. And it is with that vision we have expanded on the airports. The number of aircrafts in our airspace have also doubled. The number of passengers have also doubled. And we are one of those countries where we can count on the fingertips that every day 5 lakh passengers are able to travel domestically, other than around 1 to 2 lakh passengers that travel internationally. And what is our plan for the future? Our plan for the future is that in the next 5 years, we want to have 50 more airports. And in the next 20 years, we want to have another 200 more airports. So our overall tally of airports reaches up to 350. And then we have 3 different sectors also that we are seeing. One is the regular airport operations. Then we have the seaplane operations, which we are also going to start very soon. We have changed the guidelines to make it much more easier for us to have seaplane operations in the country. And all the coastal areas, all the areas which are open to water bodies, northeast areas where there are good reservoirs or good rivers with good length, all these open up as additional air travel points for us. And the third sector that we are actively pursuing is to improve the helicopter operations. So these are the 3 sectors which we want to pursue in the next 20 odd years, where we see growth of air operations in the country. And when it comes to the safety aspect, DGCA is the main institution, the main authority which looks after the safety in the country. And for that, they have a multi-tier process, multi-level process to look into. One is the inspection process. Then they have the inspection and surveillance. Then once the inspection and surveillance gives them findings, they have a very thorough investigative process. Once the findings are in front of them after the investigation, they have a strict enforcement policy also. And within these structures, I have to also let the member know that the whole safety does not originate locally, but the safety comes from International Civil Aviation Organization. It sits every now and then very regularly and gives out circulars, gives out safety assessments, and all these things flow from International Civil Aviation Organization, and we try to follow them 100%. Without any deviation from the international civil aviation, because aviation ultimately is not only domestic but also international. So when it comes to that, very thoroughly observing what ICAO is telling us in terms of safety and preparing our guidelines, preparing our programs and plans, safety plans, once the ICAO mentions its safety circulars, and preparing our own plan regarding it, and then enforcement along with safety inspection and also investigation. So this is a thorough process that we have, but I would like to also mention that in the recent months, some of the important activities that our DGCA has taken to improve our standards in a much better way is the involvement of digital operations. So we have made track by tail program where each and every aircraft is tracked digitally. And all the safety monitoring, which was usually done by paper, is now tracked digitally to see that all the compliances by the aircraft and the airlines are done on time. And then they have added another layer of inspection from the DGCA, not only what happens at the ground level, but up to the central headquarters also. So there is double verification on whatever safety inspections that are happening. And on top of that, the safety-wise, the circulars that are given, we are also assessing what is already there and trying to see how better we can implement them on the ground. So we are taking thorough feedback from the existing processes involving all the stakeholders, like you have mentioned, the airlines, Airport Authority of India, BCAS, and also public on many aspects. We are looking at the public feedback also and trying to integrate it so that we come out with the best safety norms and standards in the country. And if you look at it globally, ICAO rates us as one of the safest countries in the world when it comes to civil aviation travel. But we want to try for much better standards, and we will keep...
Yesterday we heard the Home Minister speak in the evening. He was saying he spoke about a proportionate increase of seats based on the existing number of seats what every state has. So we welcome this, but we have concerns. Madam, we have concerns because a mere oral commitment is not enough. I will tell you an example also. On this very floor of the House during the partition of the state, both the Congress and BJP promised us, the then Prime Minister himself promised us special category status for the state. It was an oral promise and it was not kept up. So we demand that it be, whatever commitment was given yesterday evening be incorporated in the bill. Yes. I will tell you a reason also. One of the amendment passed by Sri OYCG carries the same content. If that amendment is accepted, the same thing, whatever the Honorable Home Minister has promised in the floor of the House, will be incorporated into the bill. So we demand that it be put, whatever promise was given may be part of the bill. And a lot of members spoke about regional imbalances. So in a way we are addressing the regional imbalances of the country, but the regional imbalances of the states also should be taken into consideration. Each state has various regions, and after the delimitation process, regional imbalances should not arise in every state. This is a very important aspect. Whatever yardstick you have taken for considering increase of seats in the country should be also applied for the state also. No regional imbalance should occur in the states also. And there is one more condition in the delimitation committee which says that 5 members, associate members, will be picked up from the parliament and 5 from the state. Madam, we have a doubt. What if the state speaker does not give the opposition parties even 1 member? So fair representation should be there for all the parties, be it the ruling or the opposition. So we demand that this also be incorporated in the bill. So some comfort should be given regarding this. And overall, this delimitation process should be a national building process. It should not be such that it should not be a tool to crush the opposition. And regarding women reservation, our party and our leader has always advocated empowering of women. So we welcome the women reservation bill in any form, any time. Madam, I would like to recall as a Chief Minister what Mr. YS Jagannath Reddy did in our state. He gave 50% reservation for women in all the local bodies. He gave 50% reservation for women in all the nominated works. He also gave maximum importance for women in all the social welfare schemes. He proposed, all the 32 lakh outside patas what we have given in the state were registered in the name of women, and all the social welfare schemes were given through the women. Madam, we demand strict and stringent laws for safeguarding the protection, safeguarding the women's security also. Madam, one of the Telugu MP spoke yesterday regarding protection for women in the state. So I will also add upon this. Recently, Madam, 4 MLAs were caught videotaped, audio taped in Andhra Pradesh harassing women on the, they made video calls and harassed women. 4 MLAs were caught. This is not just one vague allegation. If you just type harassment by Andhra Pradesh ruling MLAs on women, you will get all the videos, but I have to pass an advisory also. Open it at your own risk. These are filthy and real horrible. But what happened is that the women who complained, who gathered the courage to complain, were harassed and targeted, madam. None of the MLAs, no action was taken. So we demand stringent laws. We demand that, be it anybody, we demand all the MLAs be taken to task. So apart from empowering women, we demand that strict laws be there to protect women also. In principle, we support this bill and we demand the government to consider all our concerns. Thank you very much.